everyone, this is Chris with Elevation Construction. I wanted to make a quick video to explain to you the bank draw process if you are using a construction loan for your construction project. So for this video, let's use a simple example. Let's say you're about to finish a project. You're about 1 or 2 weeks out. And at that point, that's when you want to reach out to your bank representative and tell them that you're about done with your construction project. They're going to send you a spreadsheet, or sometimes all banks are different. Sometimes it's a website that you need to go to or a spreadsheet, but they have the spreadsheet with line items on there that you have to put the amount of money that you spent in each line items, whether it be flooring, baseboards, lighting, exterior paint, whatever it might be. You put those line items in the spreadsheet. You get those line item totals from your invoices from your contractor. You fill out that spreadsheet. The other piece of documentation that your bank requires is going to be all the invoices showing that the project was paid for. They also want to see lien waivers from your contractor. So this means that your contractor is saying, hey, I got paid in full and I agree that I will not put a lien on this property because I did get paid in full for this project. You get all of that documentation put together, you send it to your bank representative. At that point, the bank will look at the numbers. There might be some questions going back and forth. Usually it takes a couple of emails. Sometimes it's cut and dry and they're pretty quick. At that point, the bank representative is going to schedule a inspection with an inspector. It's a third-party inspector. They do not work for the bank. The inspector will contact the contractor or they'll contact the owner and say, hey, I'd like to schedule a time to come take a look at the project and make my report. Typically, for us at Elevation, we meet the inspector on site, we go with them and we talk to them and we see that they take photographs, they write things down. They write down, okay, take a photograph of the flooring. The flooring in this unit is 100% complete, and they do things like that. So they take that report, they go back to their office, and then they send the report to the bank. The bank uses that as proof that the project was complete. And with that, the bank will fund the money to the owner to reimburse them for the project that they already paid for. Now, I know there's a lot there, but if you have any questions at all, please reach out to us. It's always actually better to reach out to your bank representative, but we did have some experience working with banks and we can give you our perspective and kind of guide you along, but it's always best to talk to your bank representative. So let's also talk about what happens if you're using the construction loan for multiple projects that you have going on. Okay, so if you got an apartment complex and you're working on that, you're not going to be doing all, let's just say you got 32 units, you're not going to do all 32 units at once. And you're not going to do the exterior paint. Maybe that hardly happens, but maybe it does. But let's just say it doesn't happen. Maybe you're staggering your units, right? So maybe you got 3 units that you're doing, and those 3 units are 100% complete. Meanwhile, the other 3 units are 25% complete. And you're at a point where you need some cash flow and you want to get some funds in for construction. So what you do is you go follow the same process that we went at the beginning of the video, and then you fill out the paperwork, and the inspector is going to come out and say, okay, these 3 units, 100% complete, but these 3 units are only 25% complete. So the bank is going to fund 100% for those first 3 units, and then they're going to fund 25% per unit for those other 3 units. And then later on, once you finish those other 3 units that are at 25%, once you get to 100%, you could do another bank draw process. Now keep in mind, if you do too many of them, you're going to have to, you might get charged. Usually the bank will cover the cost of the inspection if you do an inspection every couple of months. If you do it more often, they're going to charge you a fee for that. So anyway, there's a lot to it. Each bank is different. But just know that Elevation Construction, we have the experience working with investors and helping them through their construction loan process. We help them with the spreadsheet, we give them the invoices that they need, we give them the lien waivers that they need, and then they can get funded and reimbursed for the project. So if you have any questions, reach out to us. Check us out at elevationconstructionteam.com, and you can reach out to us and we can answer any questions you might have. Thank you.